need to do full alliteration. I could do things that don't sound like porn titles.
Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to Pornography World of Warcraft.
So we were just puttering around here. When one of my friends, so Arthi, when she sees my stream titles, she's like, "Why do all of your stream titles sound like porn movies?" And I'm like, "What porn are you watching? Does porn have alliteration regularly? I don't remember this being a thing." But, you know, she's the expert, not me, so... Okay, so we got...
I only got 4 quests. Is that what you have?
I have more than that. I have the Blackwood Corrupted. I have Fruit of the Sea, which you're not eligible for some reason. Oh, you're not 15th, that's why. Yeah, all the quests that I have that are not the 4 that you have are
I'll
orange.
be 15 in 6%, so let's just go kill some shit.
Alright.
On to the next quest.
Let's just
Hopefully
do Cleansing the
you can share
Infected. Because we have to... Oh, we can do Onu and Cleansing the Infected at the same time.
Okay.
I guess I should probably give you some int.
Yeah, I gotta buff up here. Sharpen my blade. Put on some potions.
I will say that once you forget what, like, good soda tastes like, this stuff is actually fine. Do you have fine minerals on?
Yes.
So you're just ignoring that?
Nope, I was actually looking at my bag and I was running by. I need all the copper I can get.
I was literally...
I'm already to the point where I can make, like, almost upgrades with my blacksmithing skill. Like, it's... I'm gonna definitely farm some ore when you're not around.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not there yet. I need 130 tailoring before I can make any upgrades. Because, you know, it doesn't count as an upgrade unless it has fire butt damage on it. I do have the pattern for the Phoenix something or other. So, that's going to be really nice. The only unfortunate thing is that the Phoenix gear actually is, it wastes some of its itemization on intelligence. So it does give you fire, but it also gives you some intelligence. And I'll just have to live with that, I guess. You know, not everything's perfect. Not everything can just be Fiery Wrath gear. I can't even imagine how much damage I'm going to be doing at level 20. When I get Pyroblast, I'm already hitting for like 100 damage, dude. If I crit twice, I would kill myself.
I know, it's awesome.
Let me take a look here. I don't actually have HP showing because I'm a dope. Why don't I have target target?
How do you show HP?
Am I not able to do that?
Status text. There it is. It's in display.
It's under display.
You can put on both, which is a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's not always, though. Oh, I didn't apply it. There we go. Oh,
It's only showing that for mine.
Yeah, I don't see the orders either. But there's add-ons for that if you want. I've read.
I didn't realize that it was an add-on thing. Huh, okay. Rapid Thistleborn.
Kill it with fire.
We shouted
By the way,
pad.
I'm gonna be kind of useless for a little bit. My dagger skill is only 37 out of like 80, so it goes up fast though.
That's totally fine.
Unless you just want me to put my sword on and I can train this later, that's fine too.
I'm not terribly concerned about it. I suggest that you put your sword on if we're gonna die.
Of course. I will definitely do that.
I trust your judgment, sir. There's another rabbit bear over there if you want to pull it.
Let's get it.
Oh, sure. Make me walk all the way over there. I'm actually reasonable. Oh wow, that was a 95 non-crit.
I can't
My
loot that.
God,
That's a new record for me.
it's insane.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I'm so excited. I don't even have my wizard oil yet. That wizard oil is gonna make me
Couple
cream.
rabbits up here.
Like, you have no idea. The wizard oil is gonna give me another +8. That's a 96.
Jesus.
96. I think that's the maximum. I think that's the max I can do. That's +21. I don't think I have. So that's 26, 32, 41. So yes. I only have +41. So it looks like it actually rounds up, which I did not expect. Because I have, well, I guess it wouldn't necessarily be rounding. I do technically have a little, slightly bit higher than 50%, but it should, I think it's rounding up. So the plus damage rounds up, so that means that buy.
I can't loot that.
That was a really shitty crit. That was only 116.
Jeez, that's so much damage still.
Let's see, that is... Yeah, that was like, I think that was like a minimum damage crit, actually. I think that's the minimum damage. I mean, obviously outside of a resist. Because things have the ability to get a partial resist. Particularly if they're higher level, but these are actually lower, so fine. You only have 2 more left, right?
Yep.
Perfect. We are in sync, sir.
What level do we do Black Fathom Deeps? We should do that later.
We should basically be getting the quests and stuff for that as soon as we finish with all the stuff here. I think this zone directly leads into the quests for that. Oh, come on, you piece of shit.
Done with that one.
I might be a little excessively angry when a mob resists. Okay, we're done. So let's just keep that going to Onu.
Okay.
You piece of shit. How dare you resist me? It's weird the kinds of stuff that you just remember and that just gets stuck in your head. Like for me, there's this scene in Super Mario RPG, which is an amazing game, by the way. Absolutely brilliant. Amazing writing. Great humor. Great everything. Anyway, so Mario RPG has this scene where you're heading toward a boss fight, and these pirates drop barrels down a staircase at you. And when you jump over the barrels because you're fucking Mario, the pirates go, "What? How dare you dodge the barrel?" And I just love that line so much, and I don't really even know why. It's just great. Because it's like, how dare you just dodge the barrel? You're not allowed to dodge the barrel. What kind of bullshit is this? This is unacceptable behavior.
Yeah, right.
And I feel like I do that a lot in games. Like, I pull that with the NPCs. Like, how dare you resist my spells? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's not what you're supposed to be doing. And every time I say something like that, I'm always reminded of that line. And I can't share it with anyone in any meaningful capacity because no one's played Mario RPG and nobody cares or understands. You had to be there, man. It's like an inside joke, only there's no one inside. Did you ever play or see Mario RPG?
Never played it, no. I've seen a little bit of gameplay of it, but a long time ago.
Yeah. The file of scrying, yes. What does that do? So you just need to enter the master glaive, okay? That's easy enough. I know exactly where I'm going.
Yes.
I have so many enchanting mats. By the way, I'm still getting enchanting raises at a very steady clip when I do my, whatchamacallits.
I can't get this quest over here. This sucks.
Which quest? The next quest in the line?
Yeah,
Because you're too low level?
you got it right. I'm 15. I just hit 15 with you.
So you don't have the master. You do have the Master's Glaive. We just got it.
There's another one over there, though.
Oh, I didn't see that one. That was
Can you
great.
share the other ones that you have?
No, I cannot because I don't really like you that much. I actually
Fruit
can't
of the
share
sea.
one of these.
Absent-minded protector. Heads up.
Oh, did you turn in the family and the fishing pole?
Yeah.
Good. So we're halfway done with that. Let's see. Yeah, the Blackwood Corrupted I can't share. Okay, so
I can pick them up
we
later.
can do this quest while we're here, by the way. This blood red quest, the Lost Master. I don't know why it's blood red, considering these are 17.
Okay.
So, we just need to go over here. Hey, it's Grimclaw. Grimclaw is a druid, right?
Pretty sure.
What's he doing here? Also, why does he get to have a white, coat? What is this crap? Druids don't have the ability to customize their bear form appearance. I just realized that the original bear forms didn't have the ears, did they?
Nope.
Like the Horde and Alliance had the same druid forms, right? Like the bear looked the same for both.
Yes, I think so.
That's interesting. Yeah, it was reasonably late that they changed that, I guess. So here's some Twilight Bugs. This should be the quest chain that leads into the thinger. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this guy. I only have half mana and he's level 18, but it's fine.
I can't do shit to this guy.
You don't want to fight him up here?
I can't help you.
Hey! Enter the Master's Glaive completed. Go away. Okay, or don't run away. That's fine too. You can just not run away. I wasn't expecting you to run away or anything. Oh Jesus, that's a resist.
Jeez Louise.
Okay, well,
That one's done.
it's a good thing we don't have to kill anything down here.
Yep, we just gotta go.
I'm gonna go ahead and eat an herb baked egg.
It can help you.
You're gonna help me eat an egg. Alright, so these are both low level, so it was just that asshole who's OP as hell. Alright, nope. Okay. I was not expecting it to try and heal itself. Because typically when things get that low, they're brought past the point where they try to heal themselves and straight into just death. Or not death, straight into I'm running away and therefore dead already, even though I do not appear to be. You're already dead. So, just, a little bit. I'll be...
Dude, I can't
I'll be with you
do
in a moment.
anything that's to a mob 2 levels higher than me. This is so pathetic. My
Well-
dagger skill's good now, too.
Is it maxed?
It is only 5 points, or 6 points shy.
Well, then this mob is basically 3 levels above you.
Gotcha.
Because it's not based off of the actual level, it's based off of their defense skill versus your weapon skill. Level isn't actually part of the formula directly. It actually makes the humans really nice. Just the fact that they get that +5 to weapon skills.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, so this means that I'm effectively 1 level higher for the purposes of hitting things and critting them.
Right.
Let's see. So, we don't need Fruit of the Sea yet. The Absent-Minded Professor. Do we want to do the Absent-Minded Professor? Why wouldn't that be a good idea? Can you think of any reason why we wouldn't want to try to do a red quest that's going to involve an escort mission?
Oh god.
On the plus side, these cats are at least not stealthed. On the negative side, they are also not in existence. I feel like maybe we should just murder everything around here. I have a suspicion that all of these things share the same respawn. I think that the reason that there's so many of these other things is because they are not gonna spawn, but that's fine. We don't need to do this quest right now. We can do it later. We'll be back. So we do... Okay, so this... Oh, I didn't even fill the empty cleansing bowl anyway, so we couldn't do this quest anyway. And let's see... I guess we could go turn these in. Where's... The Tower of Alphalax is in the northeast, right?
I don't know. I can look it up if you want.
No, that's fine. I know exactly where we're going. Let's see. I still don't know how I got into this guild. To this day, I don't know why. It's funny because this guild actually has like a Discord,
Yeah.
and I haven't actually joined this Discord. I still have not actually entered the Discord. There's a Moonstalker. Apparently you can enter your role in the Discord?
Help this person.
Oh, are they dying?
Almost.
Okay, well, I'll help them. Did you see what I did? I mean, clearly the problem is their weapon skill isn't high enough, right?
That's funny.
I tried to fire blast the enemy, but it died before I got a chance. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Actually, the funny thing is that there's actually video evidence, so someone could actually look back and see the activation of the fire blast that didn't go off. Okay, so we're hitting 16. So, dude, 2 levels. Fireball, rank 4.
Yes.
I'm telling you, this is gonna be a thing. It's gonna be glorious, and I'm very excited.
Excellent.
And by excited, I mean aroused. And by aroused, I mean I'm drinking caffeine, so I'm waking up. I am slightly aroused by the idea of getting pyroblast. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a proud man. I have simple needs, and those simple needs involve fire, and really, really, really big balls of fire. One might even say, goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
I think I gotta start going into arms. I really want to work towards arms. Has just so much cooler shit like deep wounds and impale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I gotta start going into there.
And the thing about deep wounds is the deep wounds like works well with the crit talent that you have.
Yeah.
Like, it's interesting how certain classes have so much synergy between their trees, and some classes really just don't. And some classes just have a tree that is just god tier, and, like, because of the fact that they nerfed combustion... Oh, okay, they probably buffed combustion from a DPS perspective, but who gives a shit about DPS if you're fire? Like, from a practical perspective, if you're like a max level fire mage, you don't care about DPS, you only care about burst, right? Because why would you be fire in a raid? You can't hurt anything with fire in a raid. I mean, once you get to Nax, you could be fire if you wanted. But it's interesting actually how the tier bonuses in vanilla only give you bonuses for the thing that's already the dominant raid selection. So like if you're a druid and you are wearing the raid gear gives you tier bonuses that affect exclusively your healing.
Oh, wonderful.
Because fuck Pharaoh, I guess. We don't even need to talk about Umkin. Umkin is not actually a thing. They have never and will never really exist.
Greetings.
You must find and kill the Den Mother.
So, I have a question. Did Umkins actually exist at release, or were they? I think they were implemented later, right? Like, were they implemented later, or did it just take like a year before I found one? I can't actually remember, because this is a reasonably late patch in vanilla, and I'm trying to remember whether like 1.0 had boomkins yet.
Those are some nice legs on that quest. I want that.
It probably should have occurred to us to go back to talk to Onu when we left the Master's Glaive. Turn that quest in. Oops. I know exactly where I'm going. Are you ready?
Oh yeah, we never used the file or the vial. Well,
use what file?
so I was gather information, then use the file of scrying to create a scrying bowl. Use the
Oh.
with Onu.
Oh, we can do that right now. That's not it. This has a specific number of thingers. Fuck. Well, we had a follow-up quest there. If you make the scrying thing, you can turn in for 600 experience and then get the next quest. So, the Twilight Camp.
Fill up your cleansing bowl here in the Moonwell again.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah,
And then we have to. And then it creates a bowl of food that the Fullbog are sure to enjoy.
Yeah.
It requires fruit. Okay, I'll do this stupid scrying thing right now.
You can tell we're elves because we're like murdering a bunch of people, and then after we've murdered them, we're giving them like magic food that will charm them to prevent them from disliking us, and then pretending that we're doing them a favor.
Alright, I got all the same quests as you do now. There's just that one you said you couldn't share. I'll figure out that out later.
Cliff Spring River. So, okay, so we need to go to the northeast for both of these things, so we can go do that now. We're getting pretty close. Like, we've gotten almost a full level tonight already. And most of what we've done tonight is eat. Oh, by the way, I didn't stream the first part of what we did, in which part all sorts of cool shit happened, and nobody got to see any of that because I wasn't recording it.
Yeah, we took on 2 like 17s out of 16, right? Remember in the
Yes,
cave?
yes.
That was pretty badass.
Well, I was thinking more about the part where I died. That to me is the part that I find amusing and care about. I like recording my own deaths for posterity. If I'm successful, it's not interesting. I want to watch the death montage of me dying horribly. I actually tried to make one for. Did I actually succeed? I think I did. I actually made a death montage for Kingdom Hearts 1 where you fight Sephiroth, and I made a montage out of all of my attempts against Sephiroth of all of the deaths. So it's just like death, 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 and then the actual win, which I enjoyed making that because it involved me dying all over the place. There might be an argument that I have some self-loathing issues. Very some self-destructive issues. So northeast of Bashalaran is a cave, and so I think it's actually this cave here.
One that's just east.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually northeast, because the cave that the one that's further north from here
This is
is
the one we were in.
yeah, and I don't think it's further along than that. So we actually can do 3 quests. This is exciting.
Nice.
See, the thing about this that's so nice is that when I'm playing with you, while I'm wandering around like this, I'm actually doing something. I'm talking to a friend and enjoying myself. Can you imagine wandering through this fucking zone solo?
No, I would not want to play solo at all. That would suck.
That's no fun.
This game, Classic, is meant to be played with friends. If you're doing it by yourself, you're not gonna enjoy it, I don't think, as much.
Yeah. And it's interesting because of the fact that, like, the big selling point of WoW was that it was something that you could basically just play by yourself. But they really have upped the antisocial elements of the game to the nth degree in the modern game.
Yeah.
In a way that is not necessarily super great. Let's see. So we're supposed to just put it by this fire, right?
Yeah. Don't we have to get like some nuts and shit first?
Do we?
I don't know. It says you have to collect some junk. Let's find out.
Oh, so that's from the Blackwood. Is this the Blackwoods? Yeah, so we should be able to steal their shit. Is there anything?
I'm looking for clickable stuff. I'm not
Yeah, me
seeing
too.
them yet.
Oh, there's one. The grain is in the big drum-looking thing.
Okay.
This was a bad idea.
Oh, you're good.
No, I'm not. I'm out of mana. I can't even kill that guy. The guy who's running is just not even gonna die.
Come back.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
gonna... Oh shit, healing ward.
We've got some friends here.
Yeah, this one's running.
Good.
Everything's fine. There we go. Okay, I pulled aggro. I've lost aggro.
We're good.
Kill secured. I really need to remember that I don't have evocation or anything. I absolutely do not have the ability to pull when I'm at half mana. Especially not from deep within the camp where I'm gonna definitely pull ads. At least the mobs don't have communal aggro with random bullshit. That's one of the things that I do like, that modern games... What the fuck?
I'm grabbing this copper vein over here.
I just hit that guy for 97 non-crit.
I thought you said 96 was your cap.
I thought it was as well, based off of the math that I'd done. But I guess I was basing it off of 50%, and it must be higher than 50%. I mean, I know it's higher than 50% at least slightly. But I would be surprised if it was a whole 1 point higher than 50%, you know what I mean?
Oh no, don't die.
Everything's
Are
fine.
you alright?
I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be fine? Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I know what I'm doing. I'm very good at this game. Ah!
No! I'm coming.
Oh, life is good. Oh, life is very good. Oh, that was
I got
beautiful.
content.
Oh shit, this is orange. There's no way we're gonna kill this. Just run away.
Run Oh wait.
Run away!
I got anger. I'm running.
I love that. Oh man. So, fun fact: the way that respawns work in this game is very different than the way that respawns work in Final Fantasy XIV. In Final Fantasy XIV, there's like a 5-second delay before things will actually attack you after they spawn. Like they just won't aggro
Yep.
for a pretty sizable chunk of time. That is not the case in this game. That is not the case in this game. That thing spawned directly on top of me while I had 16 HP. So I had to blow a potion. Where the hell is my... Oh, right. I should just use the hotkey for it. Oh, life is good. Oh, my cooking is also pretty high now. So I have the ability to make +4 stamina food.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, +4 stamina, +4 spirit. I don't have any on me because I haven't actually made any of it yet. But that's beside the point. Do I have some on me? I actually have some Strider stew on me that I got from the quest. So I could give that to you. Let's give that to you. That makes sense. I don't know like at what point you'll want to use it, but +4 stamina is good. So.
Like right now, I mean.
No,
Why
cooking
not?
in WoW is a secondary profession, so you can have as many secondaries as you want, up to 3 because there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
But you could have 4 if there was a 4th, but there isn't. And any suggestions that there are unacceptable and unfortunate. But it seems like they've been talking about doing progression servers. So I'm looking forward to seeing if that happens.
All right, you said you saw something that's clickable somewhere.
You were standing right next to it.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
That's great. It's like, did you have your mouse on your screen anywhere? Because I imagine that was consuming half of your screen.
Yeah.
Alright, I did not see another one over here, so I'm going to assume that the other 2 are in this main encampment over here because...
Still need fruit and nuts. Yeah,
Copper.
probably different camp.
Here's the nuts.
Woo! Copper.
So progression servers in EverQuest worked by basically doing a couple of things. So basically you had 2 different conditions that needed to be met before the server moved on to the next expansion. So the first thing is that all of the content for the current expansion needed to be completed. So somebody needed to actually finish all the raids in the current expansion. And then in addition to that, a certain amount of time needed to pass. So it was usually like 3 months or 6 months or something like that. And then once that happens, the server progresses on to the next expansion. So it's basically like a faster sort of recreation of live, where you basically go up to the current content via, progressing through it. The progress on the server never gets reset, so progression servers will inevitably reach and become normal servers, right? So that's what a progression server is in EverQuest. A progression system in WoW might work very differently, because in WoW, you have the ability to transfer characters between servers. They have that architecture in place already. So what they could do is, instead of creating a server that progresses, they instead create a classic server, and then after a certain point, when they feel like the classic...
I got 2 mobs.
Yeah, I'm drinking. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You don't need help, right?
No, I'm probably solo these 2 and just die horribly.
The 2 level 18s.
Okay, I'm gonna get hamstring on both of them.
Okay, well, this just resisted my attack, so... Oh, you got a bear on you, too. You should probably run away.
Sweet, let's go.
I'm just moving. You should really get away. You had one opportunity. Oh, yay, we got the dot on it. Oh yeah, fine. You know, we don't need to run away. It's fine. I don't need mana.
I got him hamstring. Be careful.
Be careful of what? It's just a bear. I have full HP.
You're getting hit.
Fight a bear. It's level 14.
Yeah. It's hamstring. I'm fighting.
Yeah, you just go. You just have fun kiting. I'm just gonna punch this in the back. It's fine. And I have enough for almost 3.
Careful, careful, careful. It's hitting you.
It's fine. I'm at like full HP. I am totally fine. Everything is fine.
Great victory on this day.
Look, I might be squishy, but I'm not that squishy. So back to progression service. So in WoW, like, the way that they might do the progression servers is they might just allow anyone with a character on the classic server, when they release, for instance, a Burning Crusade server, to copy the character over to the Burning Crusade server, and then they will have basically that character able to progress without needing to make a special server for it, if that makes any sense. So basically, the people who like just Classic and want to stay in Classic can use the Classic server, but the people who want to progress can also use the Classic server. So they can use the...
person, they're in trouble.
Yeah, give me a second, I'm looting the thing. It's fine. I'm sure they'll be... Yep. I lied. They were not fine.
They died. Run for your life. Actually, wait, we're alright.
Yeah, we're fine. We are fine. Yeah, that's a lot of shit. What class was this person?
Mage.
Why did they not just cross Nova and run?
I don't know.
Actually, I saw them walking backward, so I guess we kind of know the answer.
I was trying to help them.
Yep.
Now what do we have to do with this thing? Now
did you click on this thing already?
Yeah, I got this one.
I think we have to set this up at the bonfire, right?
Creates a bowl of purified food that they're sure to enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Furbolg North Bonfire. That's this thing, right?
I hope so.
Okay, well, you click on that thing while I drink.
Probably it might share.
I'm sure it does. That's why I'm asking you to click on it.
Placed.
I did not get the credit for placing.
I did not get credit either yet, so.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Level
yeah.
19 guy.
Hello,
His
Zabraxis.
hamstrung.
Fail. Fail. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fail.
I got taunted.
That is hilarious. Just resisted 3 spells in a row. Get wrecked,
Nice.
scrub.
Alright, I still did not get a quest complete.
You need to take his demon bag.
Oh, I gotcha. Woo!
Okay.
A talisman of corruption.
So that was fine.
I need to go to the bathroom really bad. I'm putting you on follow. Be careful.
How dare you, sir? How dare you follow me and pee in my back? This is unacceptable behavior. He was raised by wolves, I tell you. Oh, right, I need to go to the bear den. We should just pull him into the bear den, right? We can take the bear without him, right? It'll be fine. We'll be like, ooh, you know, we completed this quest? When did we complete this quest? Oh, yeah, I did that while you were peeing. Yeah, man, totally did that. It's great. I'm not saying this at all because I'm hoping that I die horribly and then get him killed because he's standing right behind me. That's certainly not where I'm going with this. Let's see here. We do have a little further to go. I was thinking it might be this end, but it's a vocal.
Back.
Hey, dude. I
Yo,
totally
yo,
wasn't
yo.
trying to get you killed. That's not a thing that's happening.
It'd be funny if I get back and there's just 3 mobs hitting me and you're just laughing. There's a copper vein here. I'm gonna hit it.
Yep. And this is not... Okay, I know exactly where I'm going, but this is not where we're going. Is there anyone trying to kill Dead Mother? We're technically on our way to kill Dead Mother.
We could join them up. Wanna grab 'em?
I'm so much more antisocial when I have a friend in the group.
You're the party leader. Get them. Tell them we're on the way. Is it far away from us? Find and kill the Dead Mother.
We're probably on our way to kill it. I think I understand what happened. So basically, we crossed over. You go up here and you cross over this thing to get to here. So that's a different cave, probably, maybe. So maybe if we just continue over, we'll see what we're looking for. I remember what the cave looks like. Okay, like I know where we're going. I just don't know where it is in relation to where we are right now. You know, it's just, look, I have a perfect sense of direction. I know exactly where we're going. The lich is this way. Just cross this body of water with me. Because crossing bodies of water with me to go find a lich has never gone wrong. And let's see here. So that is not the right way. That's
No, that's where we went in earlier to get the mushrooms and shit.
So that's interesting, because I did not see an inlet to where I would see another cave. I don't know.
Skill is now higher than my sword skill.
I'm not even sure if I should make that joke, but so I'm not going to. Okay, so we're gonna just keep going north. I'm reasonably sure that it's this cave down here that we somehow did not see. Darkstrand Fanatics.
Let's kill one.
What? But why would we murder people?
We're good at it.
Oh right, yeah, that. I forgot about that. Okay, let's murder all the people then. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we passed the thing, but I'm gonna just keep going this way because we got to the Tower of Alphalax. We found the Lich. Told you, right? This is exactly where I was going. The Den Mother was just a red herring. I wasn't actually trying to get us to the Den Mother at all.
You've done it.
It was all a massive fake out. So
Well played, sir.
we need to do what now? So the worn parchment that the warlocks carry. Okay.
Ooh, copper vein. Gotta hit it.
You gotta tap that copper vein.
Oh, I can't get up there.
Well, then, sucks to be you.
Yes, it does suck indeed.
I'm so close to 16. You know what abilities I get at 16?
What?
Nothing. I don't get anything at 16.
Oh.
I'm sure there are abilities that mages get, but there's no abilities that I get at 16. Oh, so delicious. Curse of Mending is bullshit. Can you imagine if Curse of Mending was a thing that the enemies could have? Like that you could, like a warlock could put on them? This is a 20% chance to heal enemy target on hit.
Oh.
That's pretty painful. So we're looking for warlocks. The other thing that I'm looking for is just to get far enough along that we explore the next part of the thing, but looks like that would require going after those things, which we don't want to
A
kill.
lot of myrmidons here.
Yeah. Oh, here's the tower.
Nagas.
Fanatic,
Oh, here we go.
Fanatic.
Well, we can just kill everything.
Dalmanis the Hated. Fanatic. Yeah, we're gonna have to just murder literally every creature in this entire area. This
Like
entire
that.
tower must be purged. Yeah, I just got another 97 hit. I'm not sure how it happened. I'm not sure how it is that I'm hitting that hard. I'm gonna need to recalculate the thinger. It's not. No, that wouldn't make any sense. No, it can't be that. It's gotta be.
Yeah, Warren
Oh,
Parchment.
they drop Worn Parchments? Oh, fine. I was thinking we needed Warlock.
2 mobs. That one's hamstrung, be careful. I'll hamstring this one too, and I'll come help you.
Miss.
Ah, you're good. Oh no, I got Curse of Mending.
Yep. Yay, Worn Parchment. But yeah, I'm looking forward to, like, if they actually do the progression thing, that would be really awesome. Because they're already doing progression on this server. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Like, that's really cool that they're doing
I'm in
vanilla
trouble
progression.
here. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
You're fine, you're
I'm
fine.
hamstring that one, hamstring this one, and I'm gonna kite. If I can hit it. Man. Miss, 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 miss.
Have you tried not getting stabbed?
Wish I could do that. That would be phenomenal.
Has that occurred to you as a strategy to just not get stabbed?
That would be real nice. Excellent.
Boop. Boop. I really hope I can get some Fiery Wrath gear for my boots and my chest. Those are 2 really big slots. I probably should have drank before I helped you with this. I feel like I might have a drinking problem. Considering that every 10 seconds I'm drinking. I notice that I do that when I'm live. I actually drink a ton while I'm live. Because anytime there's a like slight break in the action, I'll just take a drink.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, fight's over, take a shot. So yeah, my max damage is clearly 97. Just wait, I'm gonna hit for 98 damage and just be confused as all hell. Oh! The base damage of the fireball increases when my level goes up. Apparently.
Oh, there you
I didn't
go.
realize that it scaled. Because it was 75. It was 55 to 75 just now, and now it's 56 to 76. So I did do the calculations right. It's just that things changed. I didn't realize that they did. And we're all fine. Well, that escalated badly. You should probably start kiting.
Yeah, I got hamstring on him.
Is this the right target? Nope.
Oh boy.
Wait, how are you still alive?
I posted.
Oh shit, that's a respawn? Oh, I don't have any mana for this. That's a problem. We're fine. Stay away.
Oh boy, another one. We gotta run.
Yep, that's what I was doing. I was just waiting for my monitor to regen so I could frost know it.
Get the hell out of here.
I don't see why people think mages are squishy. Alright, so you can go ahead and talk. Oh, they're still on us.
I can't cast that.
Oh, life is good.
No.
How are you? Okay, we might be able to kill this. We're not gonna kill this.
I'm
Keep going.
dead. I'm dazed. Oh, it's on you now.
Oh, lovely.
Keep running. Damn it.
And now there's a bear on you.
Ridiculous.
I love this game.
I'm dead too.
When you used first aid, you re-aggroed them.
Oh.
Anytime you do something that generates threat, it basically resets the leash distance. There's no maximum leash distance in Classic. So you can actually pull a mob all the way from, like, you remember how people would bring, like, devil swords into Stormwind and shit?
Yep.
So the reason that you can do that is because there's no maximum leash. So as long as you continue generating threat, you're going to be continuously increasing the evasion range.
Gotcha. This doesn't help that we're always facing higher level mobs. That's just kind of how Classic is going to be, I guess.
Well, I mean, we could go to a different location. Like, what I found is that it's actually more efficient. Like, if you actually care about efficiency and not, like, having the true Classic experience, then what you should do is actually use 2 newbie zones to level.
Right.
Because if you use 2 newbie zones, then you'll always be a couple of levels ahead, and you'll be able to just sort of plow through things very easily instead of being continuously underleveled the way that we're always going to be.
Yeah.
That's how I found was the most effective way to do my other characters. I didn't do it very much, but that's definitely the way that I found was the easiest solution. Also, fun fact, humans can't use Mechanostriders.
Really?
Yeah, they can't use them. So there's no reason for me to even try. I don't need. I mean, I guess I can use the ram, but I don't have to care about reputation with the dwarves because I can't use it anyway. There's actual racial restrictions on the mounts, which I did not realize.
Ooh, fortitude, all right.
Oh shit! Horde and BFD alliance backup required.
I love the call to arms. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's so fun. Like, we could literally, if we were there, a couple levels higher, we could just roll out and just go start fighting for our faction. Love.
I'm actually surprised. Local defense is not a channel that it automatically puts you in for some reason.
Oh, really?
In Classic, you were in local defense automatically, right? Never mind, I'm in local defense. It's just that nobody uses it.
Can't loot that.
Gotcha.
I thought I saw it on the list of things that I didn't have selected before. Well, gnomes have like a mechanical bird. I would describe it as basically like a robo chocobo, and that's their mount. I probably shouldn't be right-clicking things when I have a curse that heals them when I hit them. You know, just a thought. But I don't know. I don't know if the gnomes are actually capable of using the. I guess they are. I've seen people riding them in like old classic videos, so I know that it is possible for gnomes to get the thinger. Yeah, I've got the curse of mending. It's some bullshit these guys put on you. These low-level bastages who have the ability to use an ability that your warlocks will never get the ability to do because they're not cool enough. Oh, there's also the... We're gonna get the like the Tears of Elune or whatever it's called. There's an item that you get for one of the quests that basically gives you a 10-second Paladin bubble. Do you remember that? Oh, I guess you wouldn't remember that because you never played Alliance at this point. And there's no level limit on it or anything like that because this is vanilla. So it's pretty dang sexy. And also ding 16. Next level I can wear my gloves, but this level I don't get anything. I don't even get new gear. Okay, I'm full on inventory space, so someone else in the party is gonna have to do with it. Somebody else. I'm not gonna. I don't know who.
I'm pretty low on space too.
Well, once we finish up with this quest, we should probably just go back.
I gotta call it a night when we do that. I mean, it's already past my bedtime.
All right. Well, we can
So lame.
do that then. I have 4
I
war
gotta-
parchments.
I gotta take this weekend, so yeah, I'm booked this weekend too. I'm going camping with Veronica, so I won't be home until the work week started, and then I'm gonna take the weekend after that. I'm gonna put aside a whole night where I can game and be up late and not have anything to do the next day.
That's gonna be great because that's also gonna be when we're doing dungeons and stuff like that. Like we'll actually be
Yeah,
doing.
you need to put aside a block of time just to organize it and get people there. And
Yeah, and then actually get to the dungeon because
I wonder how it's gonna go. So, when do people start getting crowd control?
I don't know.
When do you get like polymorph?
Well, polymorph isn't called fireball, so I'm not actually sure. I don't know that I ever get that spell, to be honest. It's unclear. It's unclear that that spell will ever be in my spellbook because it costs money and it's not fireball or pyroblast. I actually don't know. I legitimately do not remember. I would imagine that I have it by level 20. Because at level 20 I get Blizzard, and I think of Polymorph as being more of a standard spell than Bringer. Oh, did you hear that the...
Got my parchments, so.
Did you hear that... Oh, okay, well, we're done here then. Did you hear that the guy who got world first level 60 was using exploits?
I heard like something about like mobs just respawning constantly, or I heard he was using exploits. I didn't know which one.
So he's a
And
Twitch...
he did not get banned
He's
because apparently it wasn't illegal.
Yeah, what he did technically wasn't... Like, I don't think that I would consider it to be, like, exploitative in the way that I would actually ban someone for, because he wasn't exactly cheating, right? What he was doing something that no player that isn't a live streamer could do. So basically, you know how they have a system where they have the layering system? So different people are kind of instanced away from each other so that the server doesn't collapse under the load.
Yeah.
So what he did was he exploited that by basically having people in his chat and people that he's got hang out with him in different instances, right? So they're in different layers. And then when he cleared all the mobs in a pack, he would have them invite him to the group, which puts him into their lair. Then he drops group, and then he will kill all the mobs, and then go to the next layer, and the next layer, and the next layer. What? What was the question? I didn't hear you.
That's what class was he?
It was a mage. So he was AoE farming, right? So what he was doing was he wasn't doing any quests. He was just AoE bombing packs. Let's do the thinger on our way back. This bear. Because there's 2 caves here. One of these caves has to be the right one. So anyway, it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know that it's like, it kind of invalidates the world first, if that makes any sense, but isn't something that I would consider cheating, that you would be like a bannable offense or anything like that. Yeah. And the reason that I say it invalidates the world first is because the only reason he's able to do it is because he live streams, right? You need to have a huge community of people to be able to get put into all of these different layers to continuously respawn the mobs so that you can do it. And what's particularly funny about that is that there's also groups of people that just did dungeons and got done with the whole thing like a little bit slower, and then we're raiding Molten Core. So it just feels kind of silly. But at the same time, from a financial perspective, it's very valuable for him to do it. So I guess there is some concern there. Like I could see an argument for Blizzard punishing him because of the fact that he's actually financially benefiting from that exploit. If that makes any sense? Yeah. If he wasn't financially benefiting from it, then I'd say there's absolutely no argument to be made that Blizzard should even care. But it does get a little iffy when you have someone, broadcasting that exploit live and you know, profiting by a large margin because he got huge as he was getting higher, as he was getting towards max level. He got the views for day. Where the fuck is this bear? I know exactly where I'm going. Trust me. I don't think this cave is here. I think it's lying to me. This bear is probably somewhere else. Okay, well, we can just head back to town. It's fine. Head back to town. Oh, we have to deliver a thing to Ashenvale? That's new. You know, this might not have been a great strategy. I'm used to playing as a pal. Hey, battered chest.
Just running through.
Well, you know, I'm probably gonna die, but
Oh god, I'm following you through this.
I don't actually have a potion.
I might be able to get the chest for you at least.
Wait, am I gonna live? Oh my god.
I was able to loot the chest. You survived?
Ah, life is good.
That was a good plan. We got the chest.
Exactly as planned.
Oh god, I'm making the same mistake you did though.
Well, yeah, but you are wearing mail, so there's that. And you have, like, triple my HP, I think. How much? What's your max HP?
I don't know. Right now I have 344 with 68%. I
like-
can't see my max.
Are you? Where are you going?
We're going back to town, you said, or no?
Let's see. Almost only counts in horseshoes and hangers. Don't forget nuclear explosions. That's the more recent edition. That I don't know who it was that always said horseshoes, hand grenades, and nuclear weapons. Was my dad? Ash, you grew up in the same area that I did. Did anyone other than my dad use nuclear explosions? Do you remember nuclear explosions being added to almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades?
No.
Okay, so that was my dad. Because of course it was. But that's actually, I think, the first time I heard the expression, it had nuclear explosions added to it. So... The nice thing about the nuclear explosions is that you don't even really need to get to almost. You have a much lower standard with nuclear explosions than you do with hand grenades.
What is the fastest way to get to Stormwind from here?
Take the boat to wetlands.
Okay.
And
You run from there
then
to
from
Ironforge?
Yeah, from there to Ironforge, and then from Ironforge
Then
you can take
tram.
the tram. Yeah.
Okay. Well, before I make that journey, I need to make sure I have enough money for all the weapon skills, and then I'll park back.
Well, it's 10 silver each,
Yes.
so I assume you have enough.
Well, I do. I'll be much more effective as a party member once I have a two-handed weapon. Using a shield is pointless right now.
It's not totally pointless.
Well, not totally, but I want to be. We need to. You're going up maximum DPS. I should also be doing that.
Well, I like taunt.
I can still taunt with a
Yeah.
two-hander. I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you can't taunt without it. I'm just saying that you're perfectly effective just mitigating damage as well. Because it's not like your damage is that bad, right? And two-handers don't increase your DPS by that much. From a practical perspective, they're not that huge an upgrade at this point. They become much more effective once you have things like Mortal Strike and you have actual instants to hit. Without the instants, they're just like, oh, okay, well, this has 50% more base damage than the one-handers do. So it's not as huge a difference as you'd think. Trust me, I know from my fucking Paladin. But, let's see. I have 88 silver. I have 88 silver.
Oh my gosh! I just went over a gold.
Oh, shit.
So what are we doing right now?
I thought you said you were going to bed.
I just don't want to turn these in so we're on the same level before we log.
Oh, well, I was turning them in. So where did this guy get turned into? I hadn't turned in everything. I thought that I had.
I haven't found either of them yet. We only have 2 turn-ins, right?
We have 3 question mark. Did I just turn a quest in? Oh, maybe I didn't. I didn't actually turn a quest in, did I? I'm a crazy person. I thought that I had turned in a quest when we got here, but no. The Tower of Alphalax is going to turn in an Ashenvale, and Blackwood Corrupted turns in
That's over here, right? Yeah, here it is.
Thunderous so-and-so. That's 20 silver! Dude, I'm gonna break the 1 gold mark.
That's 2 weapon skills right there.
And I'm hopelessly impoverished at all times.
And that's new legs, too.
Oh, nice. I want those legs. Those would be a huge upgrade for my Paladin.
I am honored.
And we're gonna sell this. We are not gonna disenchant it because I'm a good boy. I now have 1 gold, 15 silver. Do you know how many Fiery Wrath pieces that'll get me?
2.
0, because I don't have any to buy anymore because there's no boots or chest slots available, and life is sad. Let's see. Yeah, my dad was... I say was. My dad is a total bullshitter, and everything that he says is a lie, so... And that is not meant to be an insult. That's not meant to be an insult. That's just his nature, right? If you think about how much I lie to my stream, my dad would lie twice as much, and him lying to me was a very informative aspect of my childhood that I think more people need to lie to their children in safe spaces where they will not get hurt by the lie. It's very important.
Right.
The key is that you don't lie to a kid in a way that's going to hurt them because then they distrust you. You lie to a kid when it doesn't fucking matter. What's that smell? Oh, that's the apple orchards. Oh, turns out that's not the apple orchards. That's actually a garbage dump. Let's see. Oh, the Den Raider, yeah. Well, I don't know where it is. I don't know where that person went. Or not where the person went. I don't know where that bear is. Earman is telling me that I just left that person hanging who I'm like, we're probably on our way to kill that thing. I mean, hypothetically, one could ask the chat to find out information that they wanted to have, but I mean, that sounds like cheating to me. I could also just put it on Wowhead, which would be something to do. But again, way too sensible. It's way more fun because I know exactly where I'm going. Let's be clear here. I always know exactly where I'm going, so I don't actually need the help and all that jazz. I'm gonna pick up fishing because I have all the money now.
I'm a level 51 blacksmith.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going up quick.
Yeah, that's going up really fast. I'm finally going to be able to increase my my tailoring skill. Because I capped out before I ran out of materials. But then I just didn't have any money. So I couldn't actually increase.
At level 65 blacksmithing, which is not far away, I can make a common maul that has 9.5 DPS. That just shows you how underleveled I am, or undergeared.
So, serious talk here. If I hypothetically had 100 copper bars lying around in the inventory of one of my alts, would you want those?
You could actually make me have decent gear, yeah.
Just as a hypothetical, would you like to have about 100 copper?
Yeah, but it's hard to trade them around, you know.
I can just mail them to you, and then you can get them tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll definitely use them. I'll put it right into my skill and actually get some decent gear.
Yeah, I don't even have any skill to use them with. I was just holding on to them in case they increased in value at some point. And I'm like, does Ash actually need this? Probably not, right? Like, and I don't know why I thought that you didn't need
ults,
it.
Man, your ults are helping our team. I like it.
See, the thing is that for me, I'm always behind on money, so I don't have enough money to increase my trade skills. Like, that's the problem that I run into. Like, I couldn't increase my tailoring, not because I don't have the materials, but because I don't have the money. But that's not a problem for you, because you actually don't spend all of your money getting Fiery Wrath gear, for some reason. I think you should, because you have all that fire damage that you do.
Yes.
You actually could benefit from Fiery Wrath gear, technically. I think that Fiery Wrath gear will affect weapon procs. If I'm not wrong, weapon procs still benefit from plus spell damage. So, hypothetically speaking, you could get like enchant a weapon with like what is it called? Fiery Weapon enchant. So you could get Fiery Weapon enchant and then use that to do a completely ridiculous build that would not be any good but would be very amusing. And look at that. There's not a single boot and there's not a single thinger. But I'm now going to change the level range to up to 20 and then just show the cloth chests. And let's see how much stuff is of X Wrath. So Arcane Wrath, boom. Got one already. Let's see. Shadow Wrath, right here. So that's on the first page. Page 2, we've got another Shadow Wrath. Got another Arcane Wrath. Another Arcane Wrath, another Arcane Wrath. And page 3. Shadow Wrath again, Arcane Wrath again, another Shadow Wrath. I don't see any Frost Wrath here, though, actually. Oh, there's this Frozen Wrath. So there's a Frozen Wrath thing here. But no Fiery Wrath. I have not seen any Fiery Wrath. So let's look at feet. Let's look at the boots. So do we have... I actually haven't checked it. So there we go. Arcane Wrath right here. What the hell, man? I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, so we're actually going to do a quick search for Phoenix. Phoenix gloves. Do we already have the Phoenix gloves pattern? Which pattern do we have? This is +9. This is +10. I need to figure out which pattern I have already. And the Phoenix gear is level 20. Both of these would be upgrades. They're only slight upgrades, but they are upgrades. I'm happy that we now have money. I know that I'm not going to have money the second that I hearth back to Stormwind. But... Are you making the trek to Stormwind today?
I am on.
So I have the pants pattern, so I need the glove pattern. I'm actually going to check if there's more than just these two. So...
What are you gonna do next, Stark?
Well, I have a couple things that I should have done. I should have gone to the enchanting trainer and seen if they had the wizard oil available.
Yeah.
Because the recipe for that, I think, is a limited stock item. So I have to actually buy it when it's available. Either that or it's not actually in the game yet. I don't know. Some of the stuff is not actually released yet because they're doing the multi-phase thing. So I don't know if it's just not there. But if I got that, that would be another +4 damage. As we continue on.
I'm gonna see what I can look forward to at level
What
16.
brings
Hopefully I
you
get
here?
something sweet.
Let's see. Minor absorption. I guess I can train these just for the hell of it.
May the stars guide you.
But yeah, the enchanting supplies vendor does not have what I'm looking for. They do have this. I'm just gonna pick this up. That's fine.
Ooh, I do get some good shit on level 16. I get the next rank of Heroic Strike, which is always nice, and then I get Mocking Blow,
Nice.
which is just another way to protect you, so that's a good move.
What's the cooldown on Mocking Blow?
Let me look. It is not telling me here. Probably a minute or more. It's classic.
That's still good.
Right, it's like an oh shit button, you know, if I have to pull off you.
Yeah, like if it's like a full minute, like every 3 or 4 pulls, you can just Mocking Blow, and that is actually very powerful. Because for shit that starts coming at me that I then get resisted on,
Yeah, if it doesn't miss.
well, yeah, but that would require we get a resist and then a miss, which
Yeah.
is less likely than,
Brings you here.
you know, other stuff happening. Interestingly enough, I can already make bolts of woolen cloth. I have all of these recipes that I'm just not taking because I have learned my lesson. I learned my lesson from playing vanilla. I am not taking fucking anything I don't need. Okay, we're gonna take some cloth coarse thread. We need 4.
Good luck, friend.
It's funny because like when I look at like the guides for how to increase, trade skill, I kind of feel like the guides are still based off of a very modern idea of how to increase trade skills. Like because nowadays it's all about, okay, well, try to save some money, but basically just try to do it as quickly as humanly possible. And like instead of doing anything like what they're suggesting, I basically made exclusively bolts of linen cloth until it grayed out. Not green. I went until it was completely gray. And now I'm making brown linen robes until it's completely grayed out. And the reason is because the bolts of linen cloth actually don't cost me anything, right? Because all that shit you buy from the vendor really adds up. And just using one coarse thread is 10 copper per item that I'm making, which is really cheap. Whereas as soon as I have to add some like freaking dye to it that costs a silver, it's like, oh, well, my cost just increased 11-fold, right? So it's very interesting to tinker with this and be like, oh, well. And the other great thing is that by making a larger quantity of lower tier gear, what I'm doing is giving myself more opportunities to raise my enchanting skill. Just off of the disenchant. My enchanting is now at, I think it's, 44? It's 45. I have 45 enchanting and I haven't made any enchantments.
What brings you here?
So I have the Phoenix Pants. I did not get the Phoenix Girls recipe. I have a dope. I want to pick that up before it goes out of style. Looking for more PvP raid on Terran Mill. Please send Tell. Summons ready. Oh, life is good. Life is very good. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm so excited. Everything's going very well, I feel. Except soloing with my Paladin, which is just painful. It's a very painful experience soloing on a Paladin. Okay, so Phoenix Gloves pattern, 17 silver, we're doing it. That's fine. And unfortunately this does have points wasted, so I might not even make... I mean, I'm almost certainly not going to make that because I'm not going to have the materials for it. Ooh, that's very big upgrade, but it's... Ooh, this is 10 fire spell damage. So this is actually better than the Phoenix Gloves are. Someone in my guild wants to do Dead Mines. Should I try to do Dead Mines as a healer on my Paladin or as DPS with my one-hander?
Oh, try to heal. That'd be hilarious.
World first 60 as a mage. It's like, yes, old news. So this guy's name is Benando. There, okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pop on my Paladin. This will be funny. Unless you're gonna be on for a while longer, we can keep questing.
No, I have to go to bed.
Alright. I'm on board to keep questing. I just didn't want to be a bad influence like I was for most of my childhood and most of my, you know, early adult life.
You have fun. I'll be on tomorrow for a little bit, but and then I'll definitely have a couple hours every day for the next 2 days, and then I'll be gone 3.
Alright.
So we will meet up again. I'm resting right now. Hopefully, I'll have a lot of rested experience.
Alright. I just realized this guy is actually a priest. So... The guy who was wanted to start that group.
Oh, gotcha. Do the deeps. Alright, man, I'll catch you later. I might watch a stream for a bit.
Alright. And watch me die horribly.
Yes.
Okay. I guess I should probably join the Discord of my guild. Alright, so I'm gonna pop open Discord and we're going to pop into the guild server. Oh. Like, you know, sometimes people are dumb. And it's usually me. It's always me. Okay, whoops. So mistakes were made. That's funny. Okay. Let's see. There we go.
What can I do for you?
Okay.
See you soon.
I need to make another thinger. Alright, click. Let's see. Okay, so we are on our way back to... Did I already say that? I don't actually remember. Does this have... Yeah, this basically has everything that I want. One of the things that's great about the thing when you create a new one is that it just automatically puts all the stuff that you would normally expect, and it always has. I find... Oh, wait. I'm gonna make this person leader again. How did I become leader? I'm way too distractible. Let's see. Okay, so. So, people guild info. So, how do I actually use one of these? How do I use it? I don't remember how to. You know, this is the problem with being a Luddite. Also, I can't, like, just copy it over. This is some bullshit. Oh, add a server. There we go. Join a server. Okay, so there we go. So, What's that? Let's see. And there is a picture of Santa. Hello. I need to change my Discord settings because I am on open mic. Let us not do that. Boop. More appropriate hello. Doing good. How are you doing?
Good. Caught me as I'm about to head off.
Let's see.
But hello.
So which character are you?
I'm new to the guild. I'm Paladin Mage. Joined yesterday, I think.
Oh yes, I saw your name around. I was just looking at the list and I didn't see the existentialist on the list.
Yeah, I don't know how this rule thing works. I commented in the channel.
I'm gonna need to turn off my game sound for a second. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What did you just say?
Sorry, I didn't know if the role thing, commenting, if that really killed anything.
Oh yeah, I need to figure that out. I'm a Luddite. I don't understand any of this stuff. I guess I need to pick up a weapon. A two-hander. Do we have anything I need? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Did I have something else that I needed to do on this character? I don't think so. I think we're fine. So let's see. One of the things that's interesting about vanilla is that you really do have a lot more options. As a hybrid, you are a hybrid. You're not really locked into one thing. see here. So, people do not have an easy time with the like hybrid mechanics of WoW, because like there's nothing specific about healing that makes healing more support in terms of like buffing and things like that. Like a healer is not more like credible as a person to buff, but people don't, for whatever reason, people treat DPS as a role that doesn't buff and healers as a role that do, and they have this kind of arbitrary distinction, despite the fact that that's not really how any game needs to be designed, and it's certainly not the way that WoW was designed. Like, the way that WoW's early design works, you get all those buffs, right? And then you do whatever it is that you're doing, and what you're doing you don't do very well necessarily, but you are giving, you know, Blessing of Might and Blessing of Wisdom and all that kind of stuff to the entire party. Druid wants Smite's hammer. Whatever. That's very weird. I don't care though. It's fine. I don't really care that much about optimizing my setup. It's all good. That is very loud once I've turned up that thinger. Alright, so we've got 4 people in the zone. And we can keep on keeping on. I think that there is probably... So this is going to be interesting to see. I don't really have a role in this group particularly. I'm ostensibly a DPS. I'm not going to be doing a very good job of it. But that's all fine. I do bring some unique utility to the group in the form of my buffs, and that's all good. We will see how it goes. Sorry, Imran, you asked what level I am. I'm level 16. I am level 16 and counting. I'll be level 17 by the end of this dungeon, and the boss is level 21. So what was I going to do? I want Seal of Command. Seal of Command I think is important. And I'm not sure what other things I'm going to get. Divine Strength is tempting. Just added a meeting stone here. Is everyone here? I think Jesus isn't here yet. Unfortunately, I can't even like see what your HP is. Let's see. That's a lot of corpses around. Let's see. That is a lot of copper. That's so many corpses. This is so funny though, because like the tank is so far ahead, and like the mage is gonna have a nightmare of a time actually getting to the instance. Because those things that we just passed that were all corpses are all going to respawn behind us. Wait, so he gets taunt? I don't have a taunt yet, right? Oh, this is gonna be This is gonna be... This is total shit show. Oops, shit. How did I get to... You know what? I'm activating Righteous Fury. Because the druid is clearly not able to hold aggro over the chaos that's going on here. Oopsies, I don't actually have a seal on. Let's see, I have plenty of water for running in as a DPS. My life is paid. I am a failure. You know what? I'm gonna just grab this tin.
I can't read that right now.
I should have definitely picked up Recount just so I could take a look. I have no idea like how large a difference there is between me and everyone else. Alright, so here we go. It's been a long road. Alright, so...
I can't pass that way.
Are there huge... God damn it. I don't know why I'm having frame drops. I don't know why I would be having frame drops on WoW Classic. That's a very strange... thing to be having. Like, I'm not lagging myself. Like, I'm not having lag on my end. I'm not losing frames as far as I can tell. So it's just. Do I want? Stun you. Okay, we got some miners coming in.
That's still recharging.
I am very conscious of my throat radius. I don't think this guy's very conscious of the fact that mobs are running.
I can't pass that. I can't pass that.
That was silly of me.
That's still recharging.
But yeah, it's like, people are just weird because they don't realize that they're, like, the one person who's actually trying to deal with the fact that things are running away is the person getting blamed for the things that are being pulled by the things that are running away. I'm gonna throw it, which is fine. I don't think I need it while we're in here.
That's still recharging. That's still recharging.
Okay, I don't actually know what I'm going to be putting points into next, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. So, hopefully, Roxor drops their club.
Hey, big for your head.
I can't
Punch. Really? Why am I having? Yeah, I don't know what's causing it. That's very strange. I don't see what would be. Because I'm having some dropped frames, but I don't usually have dropped frames. It's specific to WoW Classic, which is just weird.
That's still recharging.
It's interesting. He didn't drop anything? Oh, he did. He dropped Roxor's hammer. So that's funny. I forgot that Rockstar's hammer is a white in this. That hammer would actually be a sizable upgrade for me. That's fine though. And I didn't stun her when I should have, so I'm gonna be fine now.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that. That spell isn't
Yeah, this seems pretty.
That's still recharging.
I'd forgotten about this. So every time you kill a boss, there will be a pack that spawns behind you and comes to kill you.
That's still recharging.
Forget the invocation.
I can't cast that.
Yeah, I need to get my UI set up properly. It's largely fine for like DPSing in a just wandering around kind of way, but it's not great for this kind of shit.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't working. That's still recharging.
What the hell even? Like, what is he even talking about? Like,
Still recharging.
just what? That's completely incoherent. It's not even grammatically correct. Like, what? Where is that even? In what way is that related to anything that is going on right now? So. Oops.
That spell isn't working. That's still recharging. That spell isn't working.
That's.
I need to get closer. I can't cast that.
Well, it's punchy punch time. Hey, I wonder when I get my taunt. It's very strange that I don't have a taunt yet. This is not the glory that is the speedrun.
That spell isn't working.
I remember back in, you know, certain patches for certain dungeons, you could just do such ridiculous nonsense with a group that had a mage and a warrior. This guy doesn't have. Why does he not have the thing? That failed. Pretty sure that I killed him. Yeah, this is a pretty decent experience. Like, I don't think that we're going terribly quickly, but the EXP gaining is pretty solid. It's actually probably in my best interest to not have a good weapon right now, because I don't actually think this guy could hold aggro off of me with a decent weapon. I'm not positive, but... Okay, so yeah, I did want to get that, so what do I want to do? Hello. Hello.
That's still recharging. I can't trust that.
Oh, the 17 mage is... We'll see. This is so funny. I honestly feel like I'm playing with people who are more childish than the people I played with when I was an actual child. When I was a kid, I actually played mostly with much older people. Like, when I was a kid, I was playing with people who were about my current age, for the most part. So, those are cloth strength gloves. It's a pretty interesting itemization there. Got the gnome's Prickle Sprocket. Okay. Oh shit. I forgot, I can't do it on the thing. I'm not on it, so. Shit, what is the button for this?
That's still recharging.
And now the CC comes up. And everything gets totally normal and fine now. Yeah, I'm not great with mouse over macros, so let's see how this goes. Overseer first is a weird choice. I did not realize just how trash the threat generation was on a druid. I am not in very good gear right now. Oh, do I still have this? I thought I had clicked this off. Oh, right, I clicked on it again. That's so funny. That's really amusing. Okay. Do I actually want... I'm gonna get Devotion Aura instead. Okay. I think I should probably surreptitiously just turn that right back on, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna turn Register 3 back on.
Still recharging.
You know, maybe I should actually put on... Nope, that's not who I want to bet on. It's amazing the amount of threat this guy's generating. It's like this guy's been beaten into within an inch of his life and getting all the crits, and it's still on that guy. Punchy time, let's all do the punchy time.
That spell is ready. I can't resist that. That's still recharging.
I can't imagine that Arcane Explosion on 2 targets is useful.
That's still recharging. That spell is
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Retribution, right? It'll help with the threat generation. So oh shit, that fight was like 2 minutes long? Jesus Christ. funny. I wonder if it will. I don't actually know how much my Blessing of Wisdom is granted, but I don't actually know how much of an impact the Blessing of Wisdom is really having. How much MP5 is this almost? Because I didn't realize this is actually 10 MP5. That's a pretty good amount. We have a huge pact on us right now. I'm gonna have badly. I'm gonna just heal myself to pull aggro off the healer. Yeah, one of the things that is interesting about like people's like kind of I'd say obsession with the Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity, of course, has actually changed dramatically since the EverQuest days. Because in the EverQuest days, the Holy Trinity was tank, healer, and slower. And in WoW, the Holy Trinity is considered to be tank, healer, DPS. But from a practical perspective, the value of having a character who can actually do a lot of stuff is actually quite significant, right? Like this druid is giving us, you know, heals and stuff, mid pulls, stuff like that. And so if you only look at like the DPS output and things like that, a hybrid does not come out looking very great. But when you look at the sort of big picture, they really do quite a lot of stuff quite well. It's just that they don't handle being pigeonholed very well. If all you want someone to be doing is tanking, then a druid or a paladin does not do a very good job. But if you have a druid and a paladin in the party, you can do reasonably fine, right? In terms of tanking, just having both of them basically covers up some of the weaknesses of just having one. It's so nice not having to worry about my globals. Let's see. Everybody have what they're supposed to have? Yes. I don't think this thing blocks line of sight, does it? A lot of the stuff that you would expect to block line of sight does not. Because even just from like a encounter design perspective, having this thing block line of sight makes a lot of sense. But I don't know that it actually does. Yo, there's a chest. I don't know why people would really roll for a chest. It's a little weird considering the. Ooh. Guess I should have rolled for that, huh? Minor Beast Slayer looks really cool. Hey, it's killing it. Save some of the healer's mana. Let's see. You know, I just realized that we've got. Oh, that's interesting. It says actual cool effects. Channels a bolt of lightning. Caster surrender. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know about this. I wonder how good that is. I really should have been paying more attention to the quests that I have in here now that I think about it. I don't actually know who I cast on already, so I'll just recast on everybody. I'm very curious how I would be able to handle the threat generation in this group. I don't think that I could do it. The fact that I don't have a taunt and the fact that I have no AoE capability at all would mean that I would be completely incapable of tanking right now. I just don't have any. I don't have any way of doing it. Like, what am I gonna generate a threat with? It's like my only AoE threat would be from healing. This dungeon in particular is bad for a Paladin healer in the beginning. Because it looks like everyone else has, you know, their toolkit reasonably set. Can I just use this? everybody else's toolkit seems to be intact. So like a prot warrior has access at this point already to an AoE in Thunderclap. And I don't actually know that I get an AoE naturally. I might need Consecrate to get an AoE.
I'm out of range.
That's kind of interesting. So this is a Tin Vein. Oh, there's an Overseer here.
You there. Check out that noise.
You check out that noise.
I can't pass
I'm also not. I'm actually not entirely sure. That's great. Dagger of Frozen Wrath. I'm totally on board with this guy needing on this. Like, I really am. Like, if a mage wants to need on of X Wrath gear, absolutely. I say go for it. Friggin' best in slot gear, man. We got... Oh yeah, I still need to figure out what I want to put. It legitimately just did not occur to me that people would come in here and not have the quests, but that makes perfect sense. Why would everyone in the area have wandered around doing, like, collecting all this crap? Well, okay, by the time this fight's over, I'm gonna have to rebuff, so I'm gonna rebuff all of it. I'm really glad that I got a...
You landlubbers are tougher than I thought. I'll have to improvise. Now you're making me angry.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't actually have the ability to equip it this second, but it's a clear upgrade for me. That'll be a huge upgrade once I can actually equip it. Okay. I've forgotten all the green stuff that you see in these dungeons. That's actually worth a decent bit of money. Do I have anything that's not really worth money? Not that I can see, really. So what do I have to do? Collecting memories is miner's use. was supposed to be in guild chat or something. So, oh brother is... Yeah, I'm actually going to have to look this up, because I don't actually remember where all these quests are. This is probably the miners outside, I guess? Because we've certainly killed plenty of miners. So it's a specific area of the mine. So I wonder what that's about. I have a few seconds left. Oops, that was on me. Druid is too fat. Covered up the mage completely.
That's still recharging.
But it is pretty interesting going in with like these sort of non-standard parties. Because it turns out that, you know, everyone can deal damage, so it really doesn't matter that much. Obviously, we have two mages, which helps, but they are not, shall we say, using optimal rotations by any stretch of imagination. Like, there were, you know, quite a few arcane explosions used on a single target during this run, which generally not the optimal thing to be doing. But yeah, if I can get enough DPS, then I might be able to hold aggro decently in here. But yeah, I don't think that I can really tank yet, just because I don't have the toolkit. I am really surprised at how much better the toolkit this druid has compared to my toolkit right now. I just don't really have that much in the way of capacity. Because it's like, I can right-click on a couple of things, but that's about it. So, what else? I'm probably going to just take 3 points in the parry thing. Let's be very careful there. This is an area where you basically always get a gigantic swarm. Does get stunned. I was actually waiting for her to turn around so that to do the same thing. And he endeavored to just not wait. But yeah, it is interesting. We're basically able to just brute force our way through this. I'm just gonna throw it, you know. Nice. Ooh, next drink of fireball. Pretty sexy. Whew. I'm actually going to split my DPS onto a different target.
That's still recharging.
Yeah, this is actually going very smooth. I wasn't expecting this to go this smoothly, if we're being honest. I overestimated how hard these mobs were going to be. Because I was legitimately concerned, but this is not that bad. The thing that you can run into with vanilla is just being kind of overpowered by just, you know, out of control level problems where it's like, okay, well, I can't actually hit this thing. But because of the fact that I'm a human, like, I'm actually pretty valuable because I'm basically only 2 levels below instead of being 3. That is a... Oh, got the captain. That's interesting. I am frozen. Now would be a good time to flee. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Good call. Whoop. Let's see. It's pretty amusing. I have no idea what pull does. Let's see here.
That's
think coming up is a good idea. The boss is padding around again, but that's fine. There's basically some weird line of sight issues where you're mostly supposed to be, you know, having line of sight blocked by this stuff, but it doesn't always actually work out that way. Yeah, it wouldn't be vanilla if we didn't have some fortunate business going on. What is that button for this? I didn't remember what I set as my purge, so. Mouse over macros, man, just change the nature of the game completely. Completely change it. Oh. It's always the bet. Okay. That's the thing we can do. Don't want to pop Righteous Fury. What I do want. Okay. I deleted my water. That was probably a mistake, because I'm going to need it at some point when I'm doing a...
None may challenge the Brotherhood.
So from a practical perspective, Edwin is functionally 3 levels ahead of me instead of 4. So I'm actually, well, not with all my stuff. Obviously with my nukes. This is going pretty smoothly. Oops, that's not good. I was thinking that it wouldn't matter, but it definitely mattered. Cool. I'm almost positive that Drew is going to beat on this. Oh, does he already have it? Cool. Well, I just got a shard. Okay, there we go. So we got the unsent letter. This begins a quest. We have the head of Van Cleef. That finishes a quest. And what am I going to delete? my one small egg. I don't need a one small egg. There we go. Yep, that's a lot of friends. Okay, well, this is unfortunate. This is going about as well as I anticipate. Oh shit.
My mana is down.
Oh, Jesus. Dropping out of form is dangerous, man. This is so funny, they're all like just running away. Pretty's tenderizer is not quite as good as the thing that I got earlier. Okay, well, that is Dead Mines. So we got through Dead Mines. We did not get any minor union cards. We got 3 quests done, and we got a new quest in the unsent letter. So we'll be able to turn all this stuff in. Did we get anything really shiny here? This is huge. Oh crap, that's plus 8 strength and plus 5 stamina. Yes, please. Okay. Let's see here. So I need to train up my axe skill so that I can equip this, and then we need to turn in the quest as well, I guess, so we'll do that. I also need to pick up recount and stuff like that. So, but we're just going to wander around, do some turn-ins, and then we will. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and rebuff him. Oops, oops. No. I'm not actually going to comment on this because it's very weird for a priest to want a melee weapon because it has higher damage, because they have access to wands, and wands objectively are better than melee weapons. So I'm not going to comment. So Like, this is it's entirely possible that he's thinking the same thing. Like, that's just weird, and that he doesn't want to give it up. Or it's possible that he just can't find it in his bag because it looks like a bolt of linen cloth or something like that. It doesn't look like an actual weapon. But either way, I'd prefer that the person who won it on the greed roll take it than the other guy, because I don't buy into the reasoning there. So that's just me. I remain carefully neutral in a lot of situations where I absolutely know better, right? And or not know better, but that I know what's going on. I know all the pieces of the puzzle, and I'm just like, you know what? It's fine. We can just withhold information because giving the information will not necessarily lead to the result that is optimal. Look at that. Optimal. And yeah. So we can sell this dirty blunderbuss. We can sell those Defias masks. We don't need those.
Farewell.
3 cheers for cheeses. This land shall be ours once again. It's like a 50% increase to the base damage of the weapon, which is pretty crazy.
Well met.
The Chossies of Westfall.
Go with
Cha-frickin-ching. Boom, baby. A brave and valiant defender of freedom, yes. The freedom of people to not have to deal with those filthy, what are they called? Not guilds.
Light be with you.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Do I want to take up the piercing axe? Just for the hell of it? Just to have it? It's 5 agility. That's crazy.
Light bless you.
Da, 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 da. Let's see. We got underground assault, so we need to go to show me the Shadowment. It's very weird. Like there's like a weird dynamic when it comes to streaming with WoW, where people have this idea that like streamers are just the like top probably like 10 WoW streamers, and that anyone else is like not a streamer. Because we've got like, how many people are currently streaming World of Warcraft, right? There's probably a few hundred people streaming World of Warcraft right now. It's a very, very normal thing to do, especially for young people. Like, I'm too old for this shit, if we're being perfectly honest. I'm not of the target demographic to be live streaming. At least not at the levels that I'm doing now. Like, if I had more viewers, then I'd be of an appropriate age, but... I'm not. I'm not of the appropriate age to be more of a social live streamer. But it's very common for people to live stream. Let's see. I'm actually curious. I'm curious how many people are currently streaming. Let's go to Twitch and find out. Let's go to Twitch homepage. Right now, WoW is pretty big, right?
Are quests in red font too hard?
No.
They're like.
Shut up. That's weird. This isn't supposed to start noise, I don't think. There are currently 120,000 people viewing. There's 6 million people following World of Warcraft? Jeez, I didn't realize that the follow list was that big. So, I can only see how many viewers there are. I can't see how many people there are following. Oh, that's fine. Because that's a curious number to know. It's just like how many people are there currently live. I thought I could see that before, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. What's going on here? Oh, it's presumably something that I'm not actually seeing. I can absolutely understand why someone would only want women in their guild. On World of Warcraft, World of Warcraft is probably, like, of the, like, general gaming populace, it's probably one of the, like, the most toxic toward women communities in the entire industry. Like, when people think of, like, gamers and their, like, aggressions against and their aggressiveness and hatred of women, they're generally thinking of World of Warcraft players. And that's not to say that all World of Warcraft players are like that, but that's the general, like, that's the general state of every public discourse in World of Warcraft, if that makes any sense. Even if it's a small number of overall players who are actually like that, the rest of the community allows it to happen. So it's whether because there aren't enough of them to change the dynamic, or because they just don't bother. But either way, like, World of Warcraft is definitely a cesspool community.
You have a great day now.
We'll see if WoW Classic ends up having a better community overall than the mainline WoW stuff in, you know, a few months when there's been time for progress. Because right now it's like, it's too much of a meme. Like, World of Warcraft, right? The WoW Classic stuff is too much, it's too popular to really, oh right, I need to go to Barrows Elixir. City Hall and Cathedral Square. So once we turn that in, we'll be level 18 and we can take a look at what abilities we have to pick up. Yeah, I'm like dead broke. And I need to come up with what I want to do here. I actually feel like if I wanted to tank, Holy would be the best spec for right now. Because Holy gives a few things. So it gives the 10% strength, which is fine. But it gives spiritual focus, which allows you to heal while taking damage, which is really good. It doesn't matter at all for a Holy Paladin, but it matters a lot for... Like, for a healing Paladin, you don't care about this as much. But for a Paladin who's not healing, it matters. And then Consecration at level 20 is a pretty big deal. I'm not sure if Seal of Command is going to be worth as much, but we'll see. All right. This is not the right place. I'm coming to the same section, but they're not quite where we need to be. So, we need to get out of here and go to where? Is this? Yep, there's City Hall. We're gonna storm City Hall. And that's gonna hit us to level 18. It's kind of cool that we have a weapon that we can't use even after we get that next level.
How are you?
Let's see.
Have a good
Oh, I can get the quest for the stockade now.
Far away.
What can I do for you? See you around.
Cool beans. So, we can now see what abilities we have access to. Hopefully we get access to Taunt. We probably don't. We probably don't get anything that cool. And then once we've done that, we can just hearth back to Ironforge, because we are bound there. And get that done.
King's honor, friend.
So this is another Seal of Righteousness thing. The Blessing of Freedom is amazing, but we don't need it right now. We do not get... Interesting. Seal of Crusader... Blessing of Might... That's interesting. Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to look that up. That's very strange. I don't appear to get access to a taunt. Did they not add taunt for paladins? Because that's gonna be really crappy if I don't get access to a taunt at all. I do get access to a higher
What can I
tier.
do for you?
I'm using rank 1 of this. That explains a lot, actually. So, I forgot to actually up that. I think I am going to take this. That explains why my damage is so shit. That's funny. Okay, so this is... Oh, you know what it is? I remember now. Seal of Righteousness rank 2 does the same amount of damage when you first get it as rank 1 does. So there wasn't really any reason to swap it out at first, but as you get higher level, it scales in damage a bit. So that's what was going on there. So we can do that, and then I'm going to... I think I'm just going to vendor the Black and Defias armor. It's worth 17 silver, and with it being worth 17 silver, that will get me the ability to pick up both one-handed and two-handed axe skill. I don't think I need two-handed axe skill right now, but I can pick it up anyway, if I so please. We can also take a look and see if there's any Fiery Wrath chests available. That is something that I always want to be on the lookout for. We have Black and Defias boots. I wonder how much they will sell for. So... Alright, so I'm willing to put these up for 35 and see if they go. I'll put them up at 34. And what else are we going to do? Is this a two-handed sword? That's a one-handed sword, I think. Yeah.
What's on your mind?
What's on your mind? Yeah, this is worth 12. We'll just sell that. We're gonna sell this. And that gives us 30 silver to play with. So we're gonna pick up one hand axe skill. We're gonna probably go ahead and pick up two hand axe skill. And then we will continue on. So presumably military ward would be my guess. So what do I want to do now? I think we are going to just pick up this weapon skill, and then I'm going to end there for today. It is almost 1 o'clock. It's basically 1 o'clock. It's less than a minute to 1. And we will see, where is the weapon trainer? Weapon trainer's probably with the warrior guild, right? I don't think so. I think he's in one of these random buildings, actually.
Well met.
Yep.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Timberline arms.
What's on your mind?
And do we want to take this? You know what? We will. That's fine. Okay, so we picked up the axe skill, and we can now swap this out. That's going to give us a pretty sizable increase to our DPS. Swapping over to Seal of Righteousness, that's actually useful. We'll do a decent bit of extra DPS, and everything will be good. So that is actually going to be it for today. So thank you everyone for watching. It has been a pleasure streaming for today. Tomorrow we will be continuing on with the Conquest. We might even have some more Fiery Wrath gear. Almost certainly not, but we might. And we'll just see how it goes. So, later folks.